Yeah, no, it's really fun. Right now, I'm taking this spring as a way to make an even bigger jump in my game. Last year, I felt I had a pretty good season. Next year, I plan on having a way better season. And I think that this spring is key for my development and being able to, make that jump on the field.
What's experience look like on the D-line? Guys like you, Ty, and some of these other guys have been in the system for a couple of years. How does that translate to what you do?
Yeah, so I mean, just like we were talking about this last year when we were saying that, the D-line, the guys coming up don't really have a lot of experience. Well, now we have a whole season under our belt. Well, COVID season under our belt. And I think that's huge for the development of the whole D-line. You're really not talking about guys who, lack game experience. We have a whole core group of guys who've had a whole season under their belt now. Now it's getting the guys who don't have that experience. It's great for Ty and I. We played the whole season, so now we can help those guys and we can tell them what to prepare for and what it's like and stuff like that. But yeah, no, right now it's a group focus on getting everyone together and everyone being on the same mindset.
What does that experience just allow you guys to do that you couldn't before?
Anyone who comes into Nebraska or any Big Ten school for that any freshman or anyone who hasn't been on the field and played in front of a team like that or a crowd, we didn't have a crowd last year, but another team like that, it's gonna be something like you've never experienced before. It's hard to explain, but now that it's over with, we've had 6 games or 8 games under our belt. It's time for us to explain how to go about that to the younger guys, especially this spring, and how crucial it is for the younger guys to develop, and especially with us to develop. Like I said earlier, this spring is for us guys who have played a lot this past season to up our game, and it's for the guys who maybe didn't play so much last year to up their game so they can play in these games.
Coach Tuioti was saying there's probably not enough reps to go around in the defensive line group. What's the level of competition right now within your unit? How valuable are the reps that you do get this spring?
Yeah, I mean, to a football player, reps are probably the most important thing you can get. It's tough because I love Ty to death, but I want all of his reps, and I bet it's the same way for him. It's tough. We got a lot of guys in the room, and we all want to up our game, like I said. But you got to deserve those reps. You got to go out there and show that you earn those reps. And I think that's a personal focus for everyone, and that just tags along with the group goal in the end.
Because everybody's back, pretty much everybody's back. Do you sense that young guys getting kind of antsy and hungry to get more snaps because they're probably not getting as many as they normally would if they were in the last game?
Yeah, I think anyone who really cares about football really wants those reps. And yeah, it's probably in the back of their mind that, hey, we're not losing anyone, and I'm going to have to either really step up my game to pass someone, or I'm just going to be where I was last year. But that's, like I said, that's a personal goal for everyone, is to get those reps and to make plays like that. So, I think everyone in their head knows we're not losing anyone, but that's just another way that we can all step up our game. It's going to be a chain reaction. Everyone's going to have to be better at what they're doing.
How can you guys get better rushing the passer?
Rushing the passer, rushing the passer it's all about practice and getting reps. It's a technique that you have to master, and how you master that is just getting reps and reps and reps. And Coach T does a great job with that. Explaining the little details. It's part of the whole. There's one step that leads to the next, which is the next, and Coach T does a great job of breaking that down. As a whole team or a whole defensive front pass rush, I think we need to be better at closing the pocket, trapping the quarterback, making sure he can't escape. I think we did a decent job with that last year, but it can always get better. And then that's what we're really focusing on today was a lot of third down pass rush stuff, and meetings have been filled with a lot of breaking down stuff like that, and it looked pretty good today.
What was your guys' best pass rush game last year? Was it Iowa? Was it another game?
I personally think it was Purdue. I think our D-line and our outside backers got after their O-line a little bit. I don't remember how many sacks we had, but I felt like we were pressuring the quarterback a lot. I think Stilley had 1.5, and Garrett had a couple, and I think that was a really good game up front for us. But it needs to be better. We need to, it can't be 1.5 sacks from the D-line. It has to be 3 or 4. That's our goal. So we got to keep working for that.
You guys are trending in a good direction against the run too. What's the next step for you guys?
Yeah, that's one of Coach T's main focus is stop the pass. You got to be able to stop the run first, and we emphasize that a lot in our room. I think the next step, I think we did a good job of that this summer, is just getting stronger and being able to take on those big blocks from either two offensive linemen or just taking on a base block, a one-on-one block. I think the next step with that would be finishing the play. I think there was a lot of times last year where we were really close to making a tackle as a D-line, but didn't quite get it. We maybe didn't wrap up enough, or we just were a second too late. I think the next progression and being a great run-stopping team is, like I said, finishing the play.
A couple of fourth down runs last year, Minnesota and Rutgers. Did you guys reflect on what might have went wrong on those plays? Because obviously you don't want to get a first down, but you also want to run for a 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to the little things. If it's one guy not being in his gap, or maybe we set the front to the wrong side, it takes 11 guys on the field to stop a ball. And I think it was just one guy maybe wasn't in a spot, and Coach Chenander has really emphasized that, is everyone has to do their job and has to do their job the right way, and things like that won't happen, especially on plays like we saw against Illinois, like some big play like X runs we call them, or where they broke out pretty big run. It was just one guy not doing the right, or one guy maybe a step behind or getting cut out of his gap, and little things like that can be fixed, but it can't happen when we're on the field playing a game.
One more for Coach Casey.
Hey, did you get a black shirt last
I
night?
did not know.
What did you think that?
I mean, it's all ultimately up to Coach Chenander. I'm just going to work my tail off every day. There's really nothing I can do other than just work as hard as I can.
I got to think that's a pretty big motivation.
Yeah, no, it is. But yeah, again, a black shirt will mean the world to me. But it's not going to stop me from once I get it, it's not going to stop me from working as hard as I can every day either. So.
Thanks, Casey.
Yep.